Hello. Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. It's been a long time since I've been in. Trying to find my lighting here. Is that good? I got my little Christmas tree back here. I know, some would say it's far too soon. I would say there's not enough time to celebrate the holidays. So I'm super excited. Thanksgiving's in a week, and so I just want to come on and give a little message today, something for us to think about as we enter the holiday season. And I just want to thank all of my family and friends who watch my videos and support me and respond to them. I'm so thankful for you, and just to know that my passion of spreading the light and encouraging people is working in some ways, or just being fulfilled, and that people are being reached and hopefully learning something that God wants to teach them. So thank you so much. And today my lesson is about, let's see if I have a good angle here. My hair is like crazy today and it's snowing, so that's super cool. But hold on, it's saying my connection is weak, so we don't want that. So my message today is called A Renewed Attitude, and I feel like I actually have been going to a couple funerals lately, and there's just been a lot of loss and a lot of death around my family right now, and family friends. And it's amazing how much we take for granted until somebody is sick or somebody is dying. And then that's when we really stop and we begin to think about what really matters in life. And I was just encouraged by being around all these families and how they just come together and they put all their differences aside and they come to love and to just draw in to the person who is maybe coming to the end of their life, and hopefully moving into a better, more glorious life. But nonetheless, it's really hard for those that are left behind. And so as I'm attending these funerals and celebrating the life that these people have lived, one thing that really stood out was just the value of family, the value of friends, and spending quality time with people. And so I just encourage you, as the holidays come around and life gets hectic and busy, that we really take the time to appreciate the people in our life that we have, and to tell them that we love them, and to reach out to them, and to spend time with them. And when someone crosses your mind just for a second, or you're just like, oh, I wonder how that person's doing, I encourage you to just shoot them a text, give them a call. You're having that feeling for a reason, and maybe they would be really encouraged to hear from you. And so, like I said, life is so short, and so if you can, just reach out to people and tell them you love them, ask them how they're doing, and listen when they respond and actually care what they have to say. And so that's kind of my first topic. And then the other thing is, we're entering Thanksgiving and Christmas and gifts and all the material things that are pushed on us. I just encourage you to not look at the things you don't have and to feel envious or to feel in want of all of these things in the world, because these things are all going to pass away. Nothing in this world really matters besides people and God. So there's only two things in the world that are eternal, and that's God and people. And those are the two things that we should be investing in. And if you invest in those two things, you will never be unsatisfied. You'll never live in regret if you invest in your time in God, in the Word, in prayer, in serving and giving back, and just with other believers, sharing God's love with each other, building each other up, crying together when something bad happens. And I just encourage you to not focus on all of the things around you and worry so much, but just to focus on the things that really do matter, and focus also on what you're thankful for. And sometimes as Americans, we take a lot for granted. We really don't understand how blessed we are, how just privileged we are. So for me, I constantly try to thank God for fresh, clean, warm water. Sometimes we may not even have that, but for the most part here in America, we do. We can take a shower, we can clean our kids, we can clean our clothes, we can clean our dishes. We are just so great, so blessed to have fresh, warm, clean water. Most of us have a home, a job, childcare. That can be really hard to come by, so I'm thankful for childcare. And sometimes, we work really hard and it's not a paying job. So to be thankful for even the volunteer opportunities that you have, or being a parent, it may not pay financially, but the reward is huge, and you really are making a difference in the world by raising up these little people. And a couple other things that, I've been trying to work on and having a renewed attitude is not to tell myself, I have to go home and clean, or I have to make dinner and feed the kids. Instead, I'm trying to have the attitude is I get to go home. I get to clean my house. I get to feed my kids because I have food and I have healthy children who want to eat. I get to go home because I have a home. I'm thankful to have a home that's messy sometimes. I'm thankful for these things that instead of looking at as I have to do them, I get to do this. I have 2 arms, 2 legs. I'm mobile. I'm healthy. I'm blessed. So I think just really having a different attitude is really important. And another thing is, as I was talking about, not focusing on things of the world that are fleeting. So we talked about materialism, but even more so for me, I'm a clean freak and I'm super OCD. And so I want my house to be a certain way. I don't want to walk in the kitchen and feel crumbs on my feet because I just despise that. But I'm realizing that my life is short and the time that I get with people is so valuable. And so instead of freaking out on my kids and my husband because the house is dirty and because they spilt another soup or juice or whatever, instead of getting angry and yelling at them and crushing their spirit, I'm just going to say, you know what? It's okay. Life goes on. I don't need to stress about every little thing that happens. And when I was a single mom with my daughter, I would always freak out. If she did something, if she spilt something, I would crush her spirit. And I just am raising my son very differently now, and even my daughter, and I see that my daughter still has a little bit of fear when she drops something or she spills something, because I used to get so mad. And I'm just realizing I want my kids to feel safe with me. I want my kids to have a good, peaceful, stable life, not to wonder if mommy's going to freak out all the time. And so I'm just really working on being more easygoing and cherishing the time that I have with my kids, because they want to be around me right now. And there's going to be a day when they don't want to be with mommy. Hopefully that day never comes, but I just want to have a good relationship with my kids. And I think that's so important that they know they can come to us and they can feel safe and they can trust us with their secrets and their mistakes. And that's how God is with us as well. We can go to him when we mess up and we fall down and we make a mistake, and he's still there to love us and to accept us. And he may not like what we did. I may not like that my daughter pushed my son down, but I'm going to discipline her and love her through it anyways. So I just encourage you, as you go through the holidays and kids are home and you have to make 5 meals a day because they eat all the time and they're spilling all the time, and just take heart that you have food to give them, that you have a home for them to play in, and that you have healthy, happy children who can make a mess. And with that being said, and buying Christmas presents and all that stuff, I just want to say that nothing in this world, like if we fix our eyes and our heart on things of this world, we're guaranteed to be dissatisfied or to be let down. And even our kids, they think that they want this expensive Wii game or this toy or whatever it is. They just think that all their answers are in this toy or this video or this bike, whatever it is. But sure enough, after a couple days, a couple months, they're not satisfied with that anymore. They want something else. They want something newer, something better. And as adults, we do the same thing. And so I just encourage you to focus on what really matters in life this season. And that is your family, that is your friends, and that is spending time one-on-one with God, because he wants to teach you things and he wants to just love on you like nobody else could ever love on you. And just to not take this life for granted and to make the most of every opportunity that you're given, so you don't want to look back and live with regret and wish you would have done something differently. Instead, just have the courage and follow your gut and reach out to that person, tell them you love them, reconcile with that family member, whatever it is that you need to do to have peace. I just encourage you to do. And I love you guys. Thank you so much.